I cannot really take the stage right after Yuri without expressing the solidarity of the OECD with Ukraine. We're in the process of adopting a new Ukraine country program. We have condemned the unjustifiable and unprovoked aggression of Russia against Ukraine. And I think what you just shared with us, Yuri, from this stage, it really puts in perspective the other challenges that I'm about to dive in. So thank you so much for being here. We stand in full solidarity with the people of Ukraine. I'm tempted to start by saying that broadband connectivity and fiber especially is one of our great passions at the OECD. And let me share with you why we're so passionate about connectivity, how our passion is based on evidence, and what our views are on policies and regulations to get fiber to our households, to our businesses, and also to our governments. First, on our passion for connectivity. Look, the digital transformation is not merely an expansion of the ICT industry. It is a complete transformation of our whole economy and in many ways of our entire society. It has changed, it continues to fundamentally change how we live, how we work, how we educate ourselves. And I think with generative AI looming now, we've only seen the tip of the iceberg in our lifetimes. But the basic fact is also that there is no digital transformation without connectivity. And what's more, to fully benefit from the digital transformation, people not only need to be connected, they need to be well connected. In other words, they need access to high-quality broadband services at affordable prices. Being connected should really not be a luxury just for the few. As the COVID pandemic made abundantly clear, broadband networks have become a critical infrastructure both for our economies and for our societies. Applications across all sectors of the economy, from smart factories and hospitals to automated vehicles, are increasing the overall demand on networks and also requiring them to evolve. It no longer really makes sense to talk about the digital economy as it was some kind of sector of the economy. We now know that the whole of our economy is truly digital. But unfortunately, and as you all know, high-quality networks across the OECD are far from universal. There are coverage gaps, there are quality gaps among and within countries. Consequently, OECD countries are placing vast amounts of public funding to expand broadband connectivity, many, of course, focusing on fiber and 5G. I could name a few examples, and they would include the EU Recovery and Resilience Facility Program in Europe, and of course the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act in the United States. So what role does fiber play, and what is the evidence according to our data at the OECD? As the digital transformation has taken hold, the demand for high-quality broadband services has steadily increased in the OECD area. For example, with the rise of remote activities, broadband users have been upgrading to gigabit fixed broadband offers. That's, of course, offers with advertised speeds above 1,000 megabits per second. Our broadband portal shows that from 2019 to 2021, the share of gigabit offers over total fixed broadband subscriptions in the OECD grew by 142%. That was in just 2 years. That corresponds actually to an annual growth rate of 55.5% over this 2-year period. And in some countries, such as the United States, the share of gigabit subscriptions quadrupled during this period. Fiber is viewed by many OECD countries as future-proof technology, given its scalability, and I also heard the word future-proof in the opening video just a half an hour ago. Fiber networks provide symmetrical upload and download speeds, unlike other broadband technologies such as DSL, satellite, or cable. And higher upload speeds can, of course, help people teleworking, people joining online courses via video conferencing applications that require upload throughout. Absolutely necessary in 2023. And also, as was touched upon in the video, With respect to environmental sustainability considerations, several reports actually do suggest that fiber networks may prove to be more energy efficient than the traditional copper connections. All in all, these are very, very persuasive and solid reasons to pursue further fiber deployment. And indeed, according to the latest OECD data from our broadband portal, fiber is now the dominant broadband access technology in half of all OECD countries. Among OECD members, Korea, Japan, and yes, Spain have the highest fiber penetration rates at 87, 84, and 81% respectively. That makes Spain the European country in the OECD with the highest penetration rate. Those 3 countries are among 7 countries in the OECD with a fiber share of total fixed broadband subscriptions of 70% or higher. If we then look at the pace of growth, albeit sometimes from low levels, in Europe we have at the front Belgium, the United Kingdom, and Ireland. In Latin America, Costa Rica, Chile, and Colombia, all with pretty impressive growth rates. And although this is impressive, we still do have quite a long way to go. To allow everyone to reap the benefits of the so-called future-proof connectivity, we need to build on this momentum. We need to further extend the coverage of high-capacity networks, and not only in terms of number of subscriptions. Fiber needs to be deployed deeper into networks to increase broadband performance across all access technologies, including the last generations of mobile networks. 5G networks do require a greater fiber rollout to support backhaul capacity. In short, more fiber is necessary for bringing emerging technologies such as the Internet of Things and artificial intelligence to their full potential. Let me now turn to how the OECD and policy makers can contribute to achieving further high-capacity broadband deployment, of course including fiber. The cost of fiber networks can be high, and in some cases, generating positive business cases for its deployment may be difficult for communication operators. As a result, there may be areas that are completely unserved or at least underserved by broadband. Yet, as OECD evidence shows, investment in high-speed broadband has strong positive effects on business adoption of digital technologies, including cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things. This, in turn, transforms business and production models, enabling scale-up and market openness, and also, of course, strengthening productivity. So how can we strengthen the conditions for investments in high-quality connectivity? Well, first, countries must adopt sound regulatory frameworks. A sound regulatory environment fosters competition. This has been one of the most effective levers to achieve high-quality, affordable, and accessible connectivity, as competition drives investment and innovation. Such frameworks work best if structures and agencies are created to make independent, impartial, and objective decisions, providing the basis for investment clarity or certainty. The 2021 OECD recommendation on broadband connectivity provides a policy and regulation roadmap of overarching principles to extend connectivity and enhance the quality of broadband networks. Second, we need to strengthen the evidence base. Only what gets measured can also be improved. Assessing the state of connectivity through data collection and analysis helps policymakers guide broadband development, and it allows users to be, if you like, referees of competition. The OECD is actively engaged in measuring broadband performance across and increasingly actually also within OECD countries where urban and rural divides can be quite large, as also indicated in the opening video today. The OECD Broadband Portal offers a broad range of broadband indicators, all free and publicly available, and I was glad to see that in one of the slides you also used OECD Broadband Portal figures. Data is important if we want to measure and improve. Third, as networks evolve, so must regulations and policies. Policies and regulations to foster network upgrades and rollout are especially important. These include infrastructure sharing, easing barriers to deployment, and extending access to backhaul connectivity. At the OECD, We continuously conduct evidence-based research and analysis on a wide range of connectivity-related topics to remain at the cutting edge of policy. This includes broadband networks of the future, digital divides, and the evolving ecosystem, among others. For example, we have an ongoing work stream on financing future broadband networks that will look into broadband investments by different players in the communication sector. We're also kicking off work on the resilience and environmental sustainability of communication networks. Colleagues, ensuring high-quality internet access for everyone, including across geographies, across genders, across abilities, will be absolutely essential if we are to capture the full benefits of the digital transformation. In the coming years, we will need to leverage broadband connectivity to weather storms and support economic recovery. Open dialogue, collaboration will be key to ensuring high-quality broadband services at affordable prices for all, and the FTTH conference here in Madrid today and these days, this week, is certainly leading by example. Thank you for that. Thank you for the floor. Thank you for the attention. The OECD stands ready to support you on your journey ahead.